The Origins of Life, Reflections of Love and Light, Part 10. There's probably going to be a Part 11, so I'm going to probably have to make it into 2 short parts rather than all into one and stuff like. But anyway, so looking at waves, only a few, but in this one we've got the colour, like the sun shining through it and stuff like, so it gives it kind of a golden look and stuff. Sometimes sand can come through it and give it that kind of look as well, which was on a previous picture I'd shown. More like that colour and stuff. And with this angle, and what waves look like from there. See that colour? A lot of sand in it, isn't there? I'm going to get another one, but like, I'll show you that one that I've shown in the previous video. Sometimes you get the colour of it all in the wave water, you know what I mean, as it's turning over and stuff, it'll be all that kind of like golden brown kind of colour and stuff like, which is similar to sunlight coming through, but there's a few things about it, you know, about how it moves, how it's, what it looks like and stuff like, so, from above as well. See all, you can't see it properly. I don't know. You can like, what it looks like from my view, you can see like reptilian kind of scales and stuff like. It goes through it all. You can see like a pattern of it there. There's a pattern of it there, and so on and stuff like. I don't know if the phone's picking it up properly though. But also like waves from above and what that looks like and stuff like. You know, the patterns and stuff. So it all sinks back. It kind of creates that wave, doesn't it? Because it kind of creates that undercurrent and then it has to flap over and stuff like, trapping air between it and stuff. So here we are. Do you see it? All white froth. That golden brown with sand kind of running through it and stuff like. Without background. It's all white froth. Speckles at the top of it and stuff like a water splashing. It's turning over here. Splashing down and stuff like. Actually there's a highlight there and then there's another pattern which starts here and it climbs up. You can see all speckles, like grey speckles in front of that white area. So it's grey here, light, and then speckles and speckles. I don't know what that is. It's a mark on fish or whatever and stuff like, but you can see more here, splashing, 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 splashing and coming down, and that's coming down, and it looks like the waves there. See that dark line? Right, and then there's this other white line here which meets back up with this. So that's like where the wave is, but that's where it's turning. So it's building up, and then it throws itself over and becomes froth. And it's all come down to it and stuff like, and then you got this line, which is like the next wave. You see all the detail in it. You got it here. You see how it spills over. You got your shadow. There's that shadow area as it lifts up, you know what I mean, and then it crumbles over itself and crashes down and stuff. Shadow line, all these kind of things. And then that's like trail after wave. So that's probably a hump of a wave, which is like blocking your view. And then you got your trail, which kind of goes over the top of the fish and then repeats on the other side and stuff like. It's all waves crashing. And it's detailed, like. But, you know, if you zoom in, it pixelates it all, doesn't it? So it can come in different colours and stuff as it's like reflecting off at sunlight. It's like on surface at water, so it's like a load of froth, and then it kind of fades out a little bit and stuff like. You see, like it's kind of patchy over here and stuff like that. That's like thick froth, you know what I mean? So it's like you can't see gaps in between and stuff like. But see waves there. Trail, sunlight reflecting off at water. Golden, you know what I mean? And then there's like lines, like rib lines kind of thing, which is like, you know, the drag of the froth and the wave itself kind of thing. Like even the water will make patterns without the froth and stuff like. Flying fish has it. That's a bit bright though. And you get them like this as well. I see wave turning. It's going to look a different angle. Maybe it's from above, you know, or slightly above and coming towards you. Or another aspect is because it's there and it's it's going to go in over fish, isn't it? You know what I mean? If you in a 3D aspect of things, if the fish is the hump of water and then the waves coming over it, you know what I mean? Then see it in a 3D sense of that being a circle, that being a circle, that being a circle. So it's almost like it's a spiral. So if that comes round, if say it went round there and it's going round and back round and then to there kind of thing. So that's like the hole inside the wave. So if the wave's coming over and that's like you can see inside there, you know, or there, because that's where its eye is, you know. So that's like it kind of makes the shape of the fish, you know what I mean, despite the photos there, you know what I mean, of the waves, but then the actual shape of the fish is kind of being incorporated into it and stuff. It's the hot waves crashing. It's a little bit confusing because you've got all these lines on it and stuff like. And is that like a horizontal line kind of thing? Is that like where the water goes back? I don't know, there's some better pictures of that. A couple more of them. Yeah, you got three next to each other. See, they're all individual. The patterns are unique on each of them. We're all following that kind of same, you know, the waves coming in and stuff like. How we all break up and stuff. Yeah, it's all white and frothy. It's breaking up. Another aspect is like waves, because it's like, you know, it's the drag from the wave coming down to the side, but then like on the moths, the waves will go in, or they'll go into the tail, won't they? But it could be going forwards on this. Like I say on one of the previous videos, it's difficult to determine which way things are going, because sometimes it's like there's two pictures in one. You know, waves can go against each other and stuff like, or through each other and stuff. So if those waves are coming forwards, then that'd be a wave going round the tip of its head kind of thing, like crashing down, which should, you know, lead up to its mouth. That first video, which I mentioned about like a wave being like jaws and gum teeth going into the ocean and all these kind of things, and like incorporating it all all of that aspect of, that logic of thinking. I wasn't expecting it to get that far actually, because it's like it is really leading up in that kind of direction. You see where its eye is in that wave. You know what I mean? It's also in that wave. You see the bits there. Let's see, I described that to be like maybe a hump hiding what's behind it and stuff like that kind of thing. So you can't see those trails like leading down to this wave. Oh, let's see where we can go with this. It's that wave. That's the trail of it and stuff like. So that'd be another wave there. You can see it breaking up and stuff, and then all the stuff like trailing behind it. So it's lifting up, so it's creating that shadow. And then you've got all your foreground, which is all this splashing up wave, which has impacted on ground and stuff like. See your wave crashing. Your first wave at bottom, and this one crashing over top. It's making its turning over fish, over the hump of a fish's head. And you got another one there, and then another one, and then the last one where its mouth is. How detailed it is though. It's like it's got a shadow and the sunlight, and it just looks really good. See, we've got that golden colour, bit of blue reflection, and gold there as well. It's all wet water splashing up, or if you can decipher it like that. It's got a bit of an angle like these lines and stuff. I don't know if it's like splashing or like scratches on fish or something. Everyone had a weird marking. Oh, gold and blue. It looks like you've got a wave. The first wave crashed there. So all these lines look like the water's rushing back, and that's like going in. It's creating that, or contributing to creating that wave and stuff like. So you got all this which crashing at the front, and then it's drawing back and stuff like, and that's where rest at wave is and stuff. There'll be another wave kind of coming behind it. That's like sunlight shining through it. And again, these angles being peaks at water, which are catching sunlight, like the fin does. Fins. You can see all froth and all that kind of stuff like. It's a little bit more hard to tell, because it's like it's just this pattern that's going over and stuff like. I kind of think that, oh, that's all froth, which is caught between this wave and then the next wave kind of thing. It's either that's drawing up or back. You can see it all. See all detail of it. You got one there, one there, one there, one there. Any detail on it. A wave crashing over, you know, this one here. Subtle shadows on it and stuff to create all what it is. You can see wave crashing over, another wave. Sometimes we intersect, don't we? It's got a golden look to it. I see wave. You look at it all splashing up there and stuff. And that's on fish. You can see like water splashing down here and stuff like that kind of thing, but that's actually on the fish. Just can see waves. It looks really good kind of thing. So sharks. Still got the same thing. So you get here, it's like there's a rock in water, so the water's had to splash around it. Water jumping up and stuff. See waves crashing over. And it's making out froth. And lines. It's brown and stuff like that kind of thing. How brighter it is in distance there. It's like that wave. Its apex, it's gone over, you know what I mean? You can see that it's like shiny on this bit and stuff like that kind of thing. So as that's gone over as well, it's all froth is coming down here and stuff. But it continues, and it's that dark line which goes there, and that looks like background, like more waves coming in. Cleaner waves because it's in background. This is more shallow, so it's catching all sand and dragging it up. Splashing up and stuff, like even leaving it, you know. Sunset colours. It looks a bit like fire, but I don't think it's fire. I think it's just in sunset. I see blue, and then it goes like this drastic white at froth, and then like the shadows of it, and then like shadow, which is a dark shadow, which is kind of created underneath it and stuff. It's just done really well. I see it all splashing down. All these patterns and stuff like. All of that. So that one looks like you're above it. Partially, you know what I mean? Not maybe. It's difficult to say. It's like I say, it's like sometimes it's like two images in one, and it's so, like I say, it wraps around the fish, and you can see how like its eye had fit through. On some of them, it's more obvious and stuff like. Another shark, you can see all patterns and stuff. Night time. Like moonlight catching off at waves and stuff like that kind of thing. See all white frothing foreground, and you got your other wave coming over the top. See like that. We've got shadow and stuff on it. All splashes up. That was a good wave. And bottom wave as well. So you can see it here. There's a wave there, and there's another wave underneath. And you can't see it as well though, I don't think, with the camera. They're kind of faint anyway to see and stuff like. You can see it. Quite often you get two waves, like one wave, the front wave will carry the next wave, you know, like in its slipstream. So this brings to the question, because I've featured these before, you know, a kind of question like sea mounts and trenches and all these kind of things that it could be referencing, I didn't know, and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, now I get it, you know what I mean? This is referencing the wave turning over, you know what I mean? It's creating the shadow, and then that's it's where the light's getting in, or, you know. So that brings to question, like the other fish, which are like a line of horizon and stuff like, whether it is horizon or not, you know, because we've still got this grey area at the top, which could be like clouds, or it's almost transparent on that one, but you see it like a wave. So the shadow be like going inside it. I don't like showing you that one. See the wave? This is inside, where the sunlight catches it all. You see all froth there. Froth here. Another wave. I'll show you some pictures to clarify that, I suppose. That's another wave. That's all water drawing back into it. I don't know. So yeah, like that. It'd be like that. So you got all your sunlight, and also that is relevant to it as well. Alright, I think I'll leave it there because it's getting on in it, so I'll get on with the next one. Thanks for watching again. Thank you. See you later.